But hello, fellow gardeners. Is there anything better than a sun-ripened tomato picked straight from your own garden? That incredible flavor is a reward that every gardener dreams of. Today I am going to share with you the essential steps to make sure your tomato plants are overflowing with delicious, juicy fruit. Getting a great harvest is both an art and a science, but I promise, with a little care and attention, you can do it. First things first, it all starts with choosing the right tomato. You've got so many options: sweet little cherry tomatoes, big beefsteaks perfect for slicing, Romas for sauces, and unique heirloom varieties. The key is to pick a type that's well suited to your local climate. Check the seed packet or plant tag for information on disease resistance and how long they take to mature. This little bit of homework at the beginning will save you a lot of trouble later and set you up for success. Once you have your plants, it's time to think about their home, the soil. Tomatoes are hungry plants, and they thrive in rich, well-drained soil. Before you plant, mix in some good quality compost or aged manure. This gives your tomatoes the nutrients they need right from the start. You want the soil to be slightly acidic to neutral, with a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. Loosening the soil is also a great idea, as it helps the roots spread out and grow strong. Remember, healthy roots mean a healthy plant and a bountiful harvest. Now, let's talk about planting. Timing is everything. Tomatoes love the heat, so make sure all danger of frost has passed before you put them in the ground. A popular trick, especially in cooler areas, is to start your seeds indoors a few weeks early, when you're ready to transplant them outside. Here's a pro tip: bury a good portion of the stem. The little hairs on the stem will turn into new roots, making your plant much stronger. Also, give them space to breathe. Planting them about 2 to 3 feet apart allows for good air circulation, which helps prevent diseases. Once your tomatoes are in the ground, your job shifts to consistent care. They need regular watering, especially when it gets hot and dry. A steady supply of moisture is crucial to prevent problems like blossom end rot and cracked fruit. But be careful not to overwater, as that can cause root issues. A great way to keep the soil moist and keep weeds away is to add a layer of mulch, like straw or wood chips, around the base of your plants. Tomatoes are also heavy feeders, so they'll need a boost of fertilizer throughout the growing season. Look for a balanced fertilizer that has nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. You can also use organic options like compost tea or fish emulsion. Just a word of caution: don't overdo it with the nitrogen. Too much will give you lots of green leafy growth, but not a lot of fruit. And we're all here for the tomatoes, right? As your plants grow, they're going to need some support. Tomato plants can get very heavy when they're loaded with fruit. Using stakes, cages, or trellises is a must. This keeps the stems from breaking and, importantly, keeps the fruit off the ground, where they're more likely to rot or get eaten by pests. Supporting your plants also encourages them to grow upwards, which helps with air circulation and sun exposure. Of course, we have to protect our precious plants. Keep a close eye out for common pests like aphids and whiteflies, and for signs of fungal diseases. The sooner you spot a problem, the easier it is to deal with. I'm a big fan of natural remedies. Neem oil is a fantastic, all-purpose solution for many pests and diseases. You can also introduce beneficial insects like ladybugs to your garden, which are natural predators of aphids. Simple things like removing dead or yellowing leaves can also make a big difference in keeping your plants healthy. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the harvest. This is where your patience pays off. You'll know a tomato is ready when it's fully colored and feels slightly firm when you give it a gentle squeeze. Picking them at their peak ensures the absolute best flavor. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing your hard work turn into a basket full of beautiful, homegrown tomatoes. So, to recap, a fantastic tomato harvest comes down to thoughtful planning and consistent care. By choosing the right variety, preparing your soil, planting at the right time, watering it, and feeding correctly, providing support, and protecting them from pests, you can enjoy the incredible reward of your very own homegrown tomatoes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope these tips help you grow the best tomatoes you've ever had. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening!